much, I can't do it, there's no way. That was my feeling. So if you're thinking about going gluten-free, I hope this video is what it takes to just push you in that direction. But you might be surprised because I might say some things that you're not quite expecting. So watch the end and I will give the full recap of what gluten-free did and what it did not do for me. My husband actually went gluten-free first. He's probably celiac. We have not done any tests on him. This may be not popular. This may sound strange, but he just stopped doing gluten because we suspected gluten was an issue and he felt better. And if he had gluten, it was bad. Not allowed to talk publicly about what happens when my husband has gluten because I'm an oversharer. It's not pretty, but it really changed his life. And over a year of him being gluten-free, I watched him change. He used to always be tired. He would take naps all the time and he'd be zoned out. And I now know, just by looking at his face, when he said gluten, because it takes on this like gluten face. There's other ways that he knows he's had gluten, but I have to confess, when he told me, and I was a mom with basically a 5 and a 7-year-old, that he needed to be gluten-free, I totally said, that's fine, but I'm not cooking for you. And my sweet husband was like, oh, that's fine. He really is very sweet because he doesn't expect me to do everything for him. He always appreciates what we do. But I was very much, I can't do it. There's no way. That was my feeling. So you feel that way. I hear you. You're not alone. But this is what happened. One day after having gluten, I was sitting at the gym like this. Totally zoned out, spaced off. And at that time, it'd been a whole year since my husband had started not eating gluten. So I would have days that I didn't have gluten because I did slowly start cooking for him. Probably because he didn't put pressure on me to do it. So I would do it for him. And then I was like, oh my goodness, I can notice a difference. So for me, I can feel it within 24 hours of having gluten. But here's the exciting part. Let me say this before I tell you exactly what gluten-free did and didn't help me with. I will say this though. In our experience, gluten-free alone is not enough. Think about it. Going gluten-free is reducing inflammation and it gives your gut a chance to heal, but often we need more. Because if you react to gluten, you probably have holes in your gut, right? Leaky gut syndrome. And so you have inflammation, you're probably not deficient in vitamins, you're not getting what you need, and you probably have other things going on like candida overgrowth, stuff like that. And that's why I will say going gluten-free is fantastic, but as a tool, it is not the only thing. If you want to see more about things that I have done to improve my health, at 30-something with 3 kids, very busy, lots going on, go check out my free Facebook group where I share all my health hacks and I share a lot of my exact supplements and things that I take. I share recipes, gluten-free, simple, easy mom recipes. So go check that out. A packet full of value and information for you guys so you can get where you want to go, take your health into your own hands. But gluten-free was not everything, but it was life-changing for me because brain fog. Anyone else? I did not know that when people said they were tired, they did not mean brain fog. To me, brain fog was a part of my life. It was just how I felt all the time, that spaciness. And then I was also developing a lot of inflammation. So my body would feel achy and tired, but achy, and I hated it. And when I got rid of gluten, that all went away. And that was enough for me to be like, nothing tastes good enough for me to feel that way. Now, gluten doesn't really affect my gut, and it could be because I've already healed my gut a lot with different things, with the probiotics and different stuff that I do. It does take me 24 hours to actually notice I've been glutened, and I have a video that you can go find too, that what I do when I am glutened and how to heal. But this might surprise you that you can have gluten issues and not feel it in your gut, because it's very stereotypical for someone with gluten issues to know right away, right? Their stomach feels off, all those things. I don't. I encourage you, if you're feeling bleh, or you have any autoimmune issue going on, any thyroid issue going on, just give it a try. Give it 2 weeks. If you do 2 weeks gluten-free, I believe that is enough to know. Now, it does have to be strict gluten-free, and you have to watch all your labels. There's lots of good videos here on YouTube. You can check some of mine about how to see where gluten is hidden. But it's very important to go strict gluten-free for 2 weeks. And if you don't notice the difference, then maybe gluten isn't. But it could be life-changing for you like it was for me. I hope this was helpful.